Hi everyone, it's Margaret here with 60 and Me. Retirement. Retirement is not what it used to be. The definition of retirement has long ago been redefined. We are living longer, we are living more active, energetic, and vibrant lives. We're doing things with our lives that, our parents and grandparents did not have the opportunity. Retirement was kind of a concept that, you worked a number of years, then you got the golden watch, and then you retired and rested and just did your knitting or whatever. There was an image of retirement that is so outdated now. It's like not even real. And it's actually challenging because there's a lot of people that are in that kind of retirement mindset that are just kind of transitioning into a world where they've got time, they've got things that they can do. How do you do it? So I've got a really some ideas, some radical things some really radical things that you can do in retirement that are going to maybe make a difference. And if you are in that transitional moment, or you're planning for retirement, like in 2 years or 1 year or 2 months, some things that you might want to think about making your priorities, things that you can do to sort of really change your life. Here's some things to consider. Now, these are not all like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're actually just things to think about and to do. First thing, put yourself first. That's the first thing. If you've been working for 40 years, and I know many of the women in our 60ME community were working in service industries, teaching, well, I say service, but where you were doing something for someone else, teaching, nursing, social work, administration, account, all these things. And I'm not just making those the only ones we've ever done. Anything you've done where you've been serving the public or in retail, everyone else came first, not you. So that's the first thing. Put yourself first. I know this is hard because, especially if your training and your experience in the workplace has been around, giving and helping and pleasing a boss, maybe a difficult boss, you are actually, you're now free to move away from that. I know that's really tricky, but you can do it. So do the things that bring you pleasure, get up in the middle of the night and have cookies and tea. Well, within reason. Go travel into places that you've always wanted to go. Pick up a hobby, pick up a passion, take a yoga class, do some exercise, start dancing, whatever it is. Or just be at home if you want to. I mean, you can just be by yourself too, read books, enjoy the internet, enjoy virtual travel, whatever. But just put yourself first. And when people keep calling you up and wanting you to help them or do this or do that, you can just say, I'm not available. No is a complete sentence. I've said this so many times, but it is. You don't need to explain your decision to not do something. It's super important that you do what you want. I mean, who's stopping you? I mean, if you're in a marriage or in a relationship where there is someone stopping you, then maybe that's something to redefine. Your life is short. You only have enough time to do the things that are good for you, that bring you joy, that bring you fun. So start putting yourself first, number one. Second thing, this is going to come probably not as a surprise to anybody, because I think a lot of women in our community are very spiritual, and I picked that up from our conversations, and it's interesting. But I think the second thing is to explore your spirituality. And if you can explore spirituality from a more perhaps holistic perspective and try to look at other points of view as well. I have a degree in comparative religion. I don't know whether you guys know that, but for me, religion was really a powerful theme in my life, but not one specific religion. I was very interested in how all religions are helping us to deal with our finite humanity, with our death, with our lives, with the values that we put into our relationships with people. And for me, fundamentally, it's kindness and it's compassion and it's love. It's really simple for me, but that's my spirituality. Explore yours. As you move towards the last chapter of your life, or if you're in it, you need it. You need that view of why you're here, what you've done to contribute, and you explore your spirituality. Living, if it's just simply to live to the maximum of your human potential and to have done the best that you could, that's okay too. Another thing is to start planning for your death. Yes, it's difficult. It's difficult maybe at different levels for different people, but I think that you start to plan in your 60s and 70s and 80s how you want to leave this earth, what the messages are, what the contribution is that you want to make. I think you have to somehow in the midst of that fear, because there is a fear, communicate to your family what you want. and make sure that everybody understands, the fact that you're not, maybe not at peace with it, but you're seeing it as the next transition, and it's okay to talk about it. And I think that as soon as you start doing that, some families don't want to talk about it, and that's another challenge that you need to face. But I think in the back of your mind, if you just have an understanding with them of what you want and how you want it to be, and kind of how you value knowing that they are the legacy that continues after you're gone. And just even saying those words, "you're gone," just sounds ridiculous because I'm here. And how do you contextualize that? But you've got to talk about it, in my opinion, and share. My work with Elizabeth Kubler-Ross helped a lot with that, because she talked to dying patients, and that was her mission, to try to get them to be able to communicate with family who maybe weren't in a place they could accept it. It's hard, but planning for death can provide you inspiration to live your life, what's left, get that out of the way, and then live the rest of your life with passion and purpose and joy, and know that when it happens, and you'll be okay. You'll almost certainly, your body knows what to do, and it'll be okay. I know it's hard to say it, but it can give you the opportunity to live life fully. So that's the next thing. Fourth thing. Stop having regrets. Leave them behind. Start forgiving yourself and others for whatever happened. Whatever happened. You don't have to tell everybody your secrets. You don't have to. This can be your journey, that your private journey to come to grips with regrets, things you're sorry about, things you wish you hadn't done. And I think that it's a chance to start fresh. Then you don't have to hold on to sadness and what's the word? Guilt and sorrow. You can actually start living joyfully again. Start re-expressing your the wholeness of your life that's come out of the decisions you made, the mistakes perhaps that you've made, the missteps that you feel you might have done. So it's important. Another thing you can start doing, a radical thing to do in retirement, is to write your memoir. Now, we've talked about this before, and I'm a big fan of writing, but not too much. I mean, I'm not into volumes, but I picked up a book, I think I told you, called The Book of Me, and it's a really cool little book. There's many of them out there. I even have something I wrote on Etsy called Legacy Planner, and it's just questions, questions that people have told me they wish they'd asked their mom or dad and didn't have the time or the courage or whatever to ask. So there's plenty of books out there, lots of opportunities, but find a way to celebrate, this life that you have had into your 60s and 70s, and to write down the memories, because when you're gone, you won't be able to have a chat with people in the same way anyway, and be able to just let them know how your childhood was, what your family was like, memories that you had that shaped who you were. I think that can be so powerful. So writing your memoir is another pretty radical thing to do, because it's exposing yourself to words which describe something that maybe you're not that interested in sharing sometimes, but it's important. Otherwise, nobody will know. Maybe that's the secret too. You can keep your secrets as well. The next thing you can do that's so radical: get healthy. Get healthy. Yes, you probably bumped along all your life eating foods that were not good for you and doing things that have damaged some parts of your body or whatever, or you've just been unlucky and you've been picked up a disease that cancer or something that's really going to change your life dramatically. But getting regular medical checkups is important. Getting blood tests, making sure that you know how every part of your body is going. If you don't ask, they won't give you the blood test. They won't do. Your body, pretty much how it operates, where its weaknesses are, all that. But, reduce stress in your own life by just getting the facts. And then if you've got something that you have to deal with, then you deal with it, and that's life. You deal with it. But eat well, and take care of your health. See your doctor regularly. Ask for those blood test panels so that you check everything, not just blood sugar, but all kinds of bodily functions. Make sure that you're okay. The final thing is to keep social. What a radical thought. After all these years, you're by yourself now and you love it. You're so quiet and you live alone and it's all good. But social connections are super important, and that's something very radical that you can do in your 60s and 70s that will make a big difference. As I've mentioned in other videos, I don't have a lot of really, really close friends, but the ones I have are my buddies, and I feel like we don't go out to lunch regularly. Most of my friends aren't even in the country that I live in, but keep reaching out to people. try being compassionate and kind to every single person that you meet. That's how we reach social connections. And then you'll find a few treasures that will become your friends. And that's all that you need. It's just a few friends. So this is a time in your life, retirement, where you can actually, change your state of mind from one of, regrets and sorry and just, feeling like you're never going to move forward, to a time when you can just jump out there and do things in the world that are going to make you happy and to shine and to just appreciate this beautiful life that we have. Every single day on this planet is precious to me and probably to you too. So what do you think? How are you planning to live in your retirement? And I say live in it because it's an active thing that you're doing. You're going to be living in your retirement. You're going to be choosing, making choices. Are these radical things that you're going to do or something else? I'd love your comments. Let's have a chat. I've got time. Just make a comment below. Somebody will maybe read it and you'll help them. So let's do that. And if you want to join this channel, please do. If you like the video, like it or subscribe to the channel. So many, YouTube likes it when you leave comments, so they will share the video with other women, other people, and and just take care of yourselves. We also have the Patreon supporters group, which is a supporters group for 60andMe, and we meet live shows Monday, Wednesday, and then we have lots of. A group of women just went to Niagara Falls together. It was so cool. Yeah, just strangers that, had met on our Patreon group and then just got together. So we don't have any kind of local, what's the word, like 60andMe groups, but people are doing it themselves, which is wonderful. I love it. So take care of yourselves, stay radical in your retirement, and have a wonderful rest of the day wherever you are in this beautiful world. Take care, everybody. Lots of love.